Welcome back, viewers. Mumbling Brit here. I hope you are all doing well. Guys, I've messed up. I've made a mistake. I've recorded the video and I didn't record any of my audio. Well, I recorded the bits with echoes, but just the straight talking, usual bit hasn't been recorded, which I'm sure some of you will celebrate. But that means this episode is going to be slightly different. Otherwise, it'd just be a long video of a man shouting Gillian every now and then with a reverb effect and erratic camera movements. So I'm going to have to chop this down, make it a bit shorter, get rid of all the crap, and talk you through it. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. I hope you enjoy.
Truly dreadful.
First things first, L plan. L plan for this episode. I plan on going back to the previous section, the Lysingian Heartlands, and exploring bits that I think I may have missed, and also trying to find goddamn Gillian so I can finally put this farm mission to rest. But on entering the Lysingian Heartlands, we are greeted by an unexpected ally.
Hail, Hadrius!
Ah, you there, it's me, Goron. You helped me out that cell. I still need to give you your reward. I always pay my dues, you know. Here, please take this money. It's all I could scrap together. But I want you to have it. Alright, thanks, Goron. Cheers, pal. I have to get back to my post now. Thanks again. No problem. So that was Goron, who's not heading back to his post. So after meeting Goron, a prisoner we saved, we begin our exploration. We don't find much, if anything at all, but we have ended up back at the church, so whilst we're here, we might as well level up. We decided to take a better look at the attribute points this time, as I've just been dumping them in strength and endurance. After much deliberation, I decided to add a point to dexterity, as it says, a clumsy person, no matter how strong, will have a hard time hitting an enemy properly. Dexterous fighters, on the other hand, may deal deadly blows, even though they are not as strong as others. And in my head, matching that up with my already strong setup, I will be unstoppable. I also dropped a point in vitality, just for added health. Skill points though, I dropped them in the usual, strength, lockpicking, archery, but this time I just dropped one in autonomy, just for the extra HP when I'm healing. After that, we sold all of our crap to Father Morris and carried on our exploration, this time heading towards the farm in search of clues to find Gillian.
Until next time.
When travelling to the farm, before we enter, we decide to check the caves to the right, just to look for Gillian. This is where we encounter an iron gate. The gate was locked, and we don't have a key, but remembering I just levelled up my lockpicking, we decide to give it a go. Damn. Okay, let's talk to some people around the farm and see if I can find any more info.
What is it? Get lost.
Damn. Still no. Okay, let's continue our search and head west towards the fortress. But on our way, we encounter one of those strange keystones again. This time noticing the arrow at the bottom. We have seen these before. We have found one of them in the sewers, if I remember correctly. And I was thinking, I wonder if the stones I find match up with these keystones. Unfortunately, this one doesn't match up with the ones I have in my notes. But let's just keep this idea on the back burner and mark it on our map. For now, let's keep heading west. We arrive at the fortress, and instead of heading straight in, we decide to clear out the slimes down the bridge to the right. I still haven't worked out the best way to kill these slimes, but I do know that the flowers with the red berries will stop the poison damage. Leveled up and feeling strong, I decide to take them on.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
After that failure, I go again. This time remembering how I killed one in the sewers. If I can circle straight around them, I stand a better chance. Success! Although in the end it was a wasted endeavour. Clearing this didn't lead to anywhere. It was only a shortcut across the map to places we've already been. Okay, that's enough procrastination. It's time to enter the fortress. We use our lockpick to open the door, and after an initial miss, we go hand to hand with the Wastelander. Running low on health, I use the door as a kind of shield, giving my health enough time to increase before finally taking them down. We loot that motherfucker and continue our exploration. Where we die to a wall turret kind of deal.
That is one big pile of shit.
We reload our last save, take out the guard again, run past the turret, but we do spot a key on the floor. And as we go to pick it up, we end up in a funny, weird predicament. We make it through, and it opens a door to the upper levels outside. But I haven't finished exploring inside, so let's get back to that, where we decide to check upstairs and run into another Wastelander. After kicking his ass, we'll have a little look round. We enter the locked room, take the scroll from the desk, teaching us a new spell. But this is where we spot something on the wall. A lock. But a lock showing different symbols. Different symbols that I have seen before. But where? I wander around for a minute, thinking where I've seen these before. But then it hits me. Oh yeah! The basement. So I rush there to find the codes I have seen in the past. We wander around for a minute, looking for the code. We find the first one pretty quickly, but now I must find the second one. But when looking for the second one, we come across an old adversary. The goddamn slimes. And they are in our way. We have to take them on. After all that, the code isn't even there. Back to looking. We finally find it. After making some crude drawings of the symbols on a notepad by my desk, we head upstairs to see if my inkling that these codes are the ones needed, or if it's just another wasted endeavour. It's unlocked something. A little room with a key. And this key is basically the key to the whole fortress. So now we are free to explore anywhere and everywhere. And that we do. In the main room, we find the chest that's locked behind a force field. An arcane barrier, to be exact. I literally have no idea how to unlock it. I assume it's going to be a spell or power I can learn. But as I can't even use the basic spells, we again will put this on the back burner until either someone in the comments tells me what's what, or we work it out on our own. But now we carry on exploring and looting, finding a backpack, which adds another page to our carrying capacity once I work out how to put it on. And then we find some much needed armour. Feeling stronger than ever, we decide to head to the second floor and head outside to the outer perimeter of the fortress to see what we can find, and hopefully get some clues about Gillian's whereabouts.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
We spot a strange ledge across the other side of the moat. I want to get over there, but it's too far from here. Wondering if we can jump across from higher ground, we head upstairs and onto the outer perimeter of the upper fortress, where we find another keystone. We will take note of the symbols and move on for now. Wanting to check our new might, we easily take care of the wastelander on top. Head across the bridge to find another locked chest. This time I cannot open, and a ladder that takes me back to the kitchen on the lower level. I decide to cook some bread and pies for emergencies and head over to the bridge on the lower level, where we find what can only be described as a prison. After easily taking care of the guards, I take a look around, finding a key that's hung on the wall, and that's about it really. We use the key to unlock the door in the prison, where we find a list of who and what is in each cell. Reading that one cell has someone's name, we decide to open it and investigate. This is where we run into this guy.
What am I gonna do if... Greetings.
Hey, aren't you? By the guards, your majesty. I would have never expected you here. You probably don't know me, but I am Wynne. I am one of your squires in the brothers' expedition. What happened on the expedition? We were ambushed. The Lysindrians surprised us near the forest. We were ambushed. The Lysindrians surprised us near the fortress. They brought us here for questioning. Did you tell them anything about your undertaking? I told them nothing. Not that I know much in the first place. I feared they would let me rot in this cell for that. What happened next? A few days ago I heard screams and clashing of swords from outside. The next time the gate was opened, I was facing a wastelander. They locked me up again. Apparently there was a raid on the fortress, and I was part of the loot. Fortunately, you came here and found me. Where are the others? I believe they said they were taken down into the mines. His Majesty, your brother, was taken down there as well. I will look for the rest of the expedition. Try and find a way outside. We will meet at the eastern gate once I find my brother. Yes, your Majesty. Good luck, and thank you. Wow, okay. So we found someone who came with my brother. He tells us they took my brother into the mines. I don't know where they are right now, but that's a good lead. There was another name in the cell, so I opened that door too. But he wasn't part of my brother's party. In fact, he just ran away.
Bye bye, Tata, goodbye, Gaya.
I decide also to see what's in the animal control cell. This was a bad idea. Yep, I died to rats. And my ego being as big as it is, I tried again.
What you've done and the ambitions, you do seriously surprise me. You surprise me to how shit you are. Oh, thank you.
After a successful extermination, the man we released just wanders back into his cell and stands there. Very odd behaviour. Anyways, the cells are cleared out, let's continue our journey. We decide to hop over a fence, where we spot another peculiar ledge across the other side of the fortress moat. Could this finally be Gillian? Gillian! I know where you're hiding. I'm coming for you now, Gillian.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind. Whoa, no problem, right?
This is your last chance, Gillian. I need the jewel. Will you give me the jewel? How did you get in here? What do you want? Sorry mate, stumbled here by accident. You climbed up here by accident? What a bunch of rubbish. You are an assassin, I know it. I'm no assassin. You're an assassin and you're here to kill me, but I will get you first. Ha ha!
You'll regret this. Ah! Ah!
After we kill him, we get off his body a note of 3 distinct locations, and a necklace, which I can only assume is the wanted jewel. Finally, with Gillian dead, the jewel in hand, we can head back to the farm. But on the way, we find a hidden tunnel by a waterfall, and you know me, I can't set out to complete an objective, so we decide to explore. Find a gateway, which we're going to enter after a quick save, of course. After getting my ego checked, we decide to put this one on the map. Another thing to put on the back burner, but I did spot a keystone earlier, so instead we're going to head up there. This keystone matches one of my rune stones, so I enter the code and this happens. I don't know what it's done, but I know my theory about the rune stones is correct. We just need to complete the rest of them. But as I know for now, I at least don't have one of the rune stones. We'll put it on the back burner, and let's just go to the farm and complete our mission. En route we find another keystone, which we mark on the map, and being so close to the church we decide to level up. But afterwards, we spot something is amiss.
I guess I'll do that later.
Where is the vicar? Where is Father Morris? More questions that need answers, and the guy in the back has nothing to say. On a side note, I really hope this was meant to happen. I am kinda worried they cocked it up somewhere and the father is accidentally dead. But no idea. For now, to the farm.
What is it? Need to keep my wits together. Off with ya.
Oh. Wait, what? Although I've killed Gillian, the necklace mustn't be the jewel we need. He did also drop 3 distinct locations on a map, I recognise one of them, and we decide to head there, where I think it is, and dig. Luckily, for some reason, I can see the purple outline of the item underground. So we're digging up, but this can only mean one of the other 2 spots on the maps must be the jewel needed to complete the farm mission. But that is something we'll do next time. For now, this is the end of this episode. It was a bit of a different format, I can only apologise. But if you did enjoy it and you are still here, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, as it just keeps me motivated. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da!